Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Suikoden. Last time we've made it to the Dwarven village and are being challenged by the chief to steal something from their vault. He doesn't believe we can do it, and he's saying that the vault is due north from the village and is way too big to build here. So we need to head to that vault and try to do as he says. This is probably my least favorite area of the game, not because it's hard or anything, but just because I don't understand the point of it. I don't know why we need to do this to prove ourselves to this Dwarven chief by stealing something from his vault. I think that's very weird. But either way, we have to do it, so let's do it. Now, before we go, we want to make sure we have some mega medicines on some key members of our party. First thing we want to do is get mega medicines for Pawn, and we want to get mega medicines for Kirkus. The reason is because Kirkus does the least amount of damage on our team, so it's nice to have him as a sort of secondary healer. Pawn has the Boar rune, which we'll be using, but every other turn he will be unbalanced, so we'll need to use him. We can use him as a healer, but nothing else. So it's nice to have that. Those guys have some mega medicine. The final thing I want to do is I want to attach that other water rune piece to the hero's weapon so that we get it basically out of our inventory. It's really the only reason. Let's get that on there. So he'll be recovering 20 HP every turn from now on, which is getting to be serious. Now we're ready to go. And as he said, the Dwarven Vault is directly north of the village, and for some reason there are kobolds here. I don't really know why, but they did mention, one dwarf did mention that the kobolds were lackeys of the Empire, so I guess that sort of makes sense that they'd be here, but I don't know. A lot of things in this part of the game are kind of questionable to me. I still love this game, but I don't understand why the kobolds are attacking the dwarves. I don't know. Anyway, here we are at the dwarves' vault. In order to even get in here, we have to talk to the village chief, and this guy will let us in. The vault can't be opened by a stupid elf. Yeah, but we're humans. We're not so stupid, I guess. I don't know. What do I know about it? So, this vault is basically a lot of these kinds of rooms. You just go in, we walk around, there's a few puzzles, and there's also crimson dwarves, which are just more powerful versions of this regular dwarf we've already fought. I'm gonna go back and use the falcon rune on the dwarf on the far left here, and then I'll have everybody else focus these dwarves. Falcon rune should be enough to take it out with the help of the Unite attack. And notice how much more damage we're doing. Ugh. Yeah, suddenly everybody does 100 damage to these guys because we've upgraded our weapons all the way to 9. It's really, really useful to do. Makes the game much easier, much less headaches involved. And they give us a fair amount of experience, so that's good. Now, this is the first puzzle in the Dwarven area. First thing we need to do is hit this middle switch. Then we need to hit the left switch. And then we need to hit the right switch. And that will open up every path that we need. The first thing we want to do is get this treasure chest, Sunbeam Crystal. Let's look at that. Sunbeam Crystal is much like having a lot of water runes attached to the hero. It automatically recovers some HP. It's not very good to have. Like, I think it's useful to have the water rune pieces, but I don't think it's that useful to have that as a rune, because why would you want that as a rune when you could have something else? So that was the first puzzle. Now we are continuing on through these very similar looking rooms, and here's a death machine. These guys have a very high defense, but are not that difficult. They also have the ability to drop a specific item that I believe only they drop. We got a half helmet from them. That sort of sucks because we just spent a lot of money getting those, but whatever. You can save it for more people. We still don't have an armorer in our fortress, so... Okay. This is a little maze, and there's lots of treasures everywhere. First thing we need to do is go up here. And here's 2 death machines of a different color than the other one that we just plot. Should be no problem with the help of the Unite attack. Indeed, and they give a good amount of experience. So, this first treasure is a medicine. Yay! Just in case we didn't have enough medicine, now we have some more. Let's continue fighting these dwarves. Since they are giving us a fair amount of experience, I don't think it's worth it to start running away from them yet. But we're getting to that point where it's probably not such a bad plan. Yeah, like these guys give about 60 experience. It's not that many, that much. Death machines are worth fighting. I don't think those dwarves are. And then we can also go up here and around to the other treasure chest we saw. And this is... I don't know, because the death boars attacked me before I could open it. Awesome. But we do way more damage to them now. Suddenly they're kind of a joke. Bam, Gremio, the axe of justice. And they give like no experience. I should have just let them go. Whatever. Okay, we get a magic robe. Yay! Another thing we also bought not long ago for 15,000 bits. Whatever. Might as well just give us something to sell. Okay, this is a fight that's worthwhile though. And there's really very little I can do to the back row of death machines, even though I would very much love to, other than the Unite Attack and Kirkus, of course. Without Cleo, we don't have any magical oomph, so it's actually sort of a problem. But them's the breaks. We have a strong front line, so I don't mind it. And now Mamba laid level 24. So did Gremio, and so did Kai. So we're getting higher up there. And we also, another sort of minor goal, I don't really consider it an important goal because it should just happen while we are here, but we want to get Mamba to level 25. And here's the last treasure in this little maze area. A blue ribbon. Joy. Nice for Camille back in the day. Let's do some battle here. Okay. Death machines, obviously, they're the things to fight in this place. Anytime you see a death machine, fight it. It gives good experience. And they're not hard, so there you go. They do a lot of damage, but we killed them so quickly that... And they also give steel shields, which are upgrades to Valeria. Let's take this magic robe and give it to this guy, and give the steel shield to Valeria, because it is an upgrade for her. She's got this pathetic wooden shield. Who would use a wooden shield in this day and age? And you could have a steel shield. Okay. Let's keep moving. Going through a lot of these stupid, samey rooms. Just going deeper and deeper underground. Alright. Here is the next puzzle room. First thing we want to do is go to this block. It takes us to this one. Then we want to go to this block, and it'll take us to this chest. That's the Thunder Rune piece. So that's pretty nice. Now we just want to head back to the beginning. And I'm trying to remember exactly what it is we're doing. Okay, yes. We have to go to this block here. And this block will take us to this set of blocks. And then this one will take us to the exit. I believe. Yes. Okay. I couldn't quite remember. I have it written down. So, that was not a challenging thing because we can't get in any fights there, but it's just kind of an annoying puzzle. Next! We have all kinds of business. Here's a death machine. Let's kill it. Why not? Boom. Free experience. Kirkus is level 24. All good. Next, we are in another maze-like room. First thing we should do is go right. There's a pointed hat in this treasure chest. Take it. Another death machine of a strange color. Hit it hard and destroy it. Okay, good stuff. 800 bits, not bad. Go up here. There's a skill rune piece. Use that on Mamba. We're starting to run out of inventory space, which was, as I've mentioned, a concern. I'm going to use this medicine just to get it basically out of the way. We don't really need it, obviously, but I don't think we need all the amount of medicine we have. We have a ton, and we don't use too much of it anymore. Especially now that our weapons are this level, they tear through enemies. Excellent. 200 experience, level 24 is pretty solid. Those are the battles we want, as I've said already, but hey. Medicine. More medicine. Yay! And here's more death boars. In fact, I'm just going to run from these guys. We don't need to fight them. We can get boar runes from them, but only Pawn can use it right now. There's a few other characters that can use it, but it's not a huge deal. So this is a pretty challenging puzzle that deals with the way you have to hit these buttons. Basically, we're supposed to hit these buttons in a certain order, and you need to kind of memorize this fiddle-dee-diddle-dee-piddle-dee-doo. So, what this means is left, right, fiddle-dee-diddle. You have to hit it 3 times in a row, and then 2 more times in a row. And it took me a very long time to get that, and I eventually wrote it down, but to make this run a little easier for you, the order is left, right, right, left, 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 right, right. Now that we've opened that door, we go, we're almost there, and I'll take these guys out because they are valuable. As I mentioned, the death runes have the option of dropping a relatively rare and somewhat useful rune, but we still haven't seen it, and I wouldn't worry about it. Like, you don't need to get it. Okay, which way do I go here? I think we go west first. And there's a treasure chest here, and that's got a mega medicine, which is good. And we also want to go east here. And I'll go ahead and let these guys go. They're not worth very much. We want to go east here, and that has 5,000 bits, which is not half bad. Also, let these guys go. Now that we've got those, we can go up. And back down more stairs. One of the longer dungeons in the game, people. Obviously, we want to fight these guys because I've mentioned this before. Many times this video. Okay, Mama made it to level 25, and everybody else almost made it there too. We're overloaded, we can just throw away the steel shield because we don't really need it. We have the ability to buy it, so it's not a huge deal. Now, since we are overloaded, let's go ahead and throw away this medicine here. So that's the way to go. There's another stair there. So what we want to do is we want to go here. Battle these death machines again. And we're about done with this dungeon. I think that down those stairs there is the exit. Or not the exit, but the final place, the thing we're trying to get, in essence. But before we do that, we want to go over here and grab this treasure chest. And it's got an escape talisman in it, which will be useful in a few minutes. Now we're here. And we want to head over and around here to continue onwards. And here is the boss of this dungeon, Gigantes. I'm going to say Gigantes because I think Giga sounds cool. So, in order to beat this guy, it's pretty easy. He's not a challenging boss at all. Just use attack. And have Valeria use the Falcon rune, Pawn use the Boar rune, Grumio punch. Kirkus can heal, but I'm going to have him start off with Fog of Deception and just have everybody attack. We're quite powerful at this point because we have the weapons, our weapons sharpened all the way. So he does a lot of area of effect damage to us, much like all the rest of the bosses from here on, but we do so much damage on a regular basis. I mean, look at this. We've already done over 1,000 damage to him. And here's the Boar rune in action. Pretty serious business. Now, Pawn is unbalanced, which means that we can use him to heal. I'm going to use him to heal Gremio because he just happens to have the least HP. And we've used the Fog of Deception, so that's all we really need to do with Kirkus. If he decides to use a physical attack, it will make it hard for him to hit us. He's not likely to, though. Yeah, Gremio's the one taking the most damage. I think I saw Kai also take like 70 damage from that. And he just blocked it, basically. It was a dodge. So just constantly have Valeria and Pawn pound away at this dude. We'll have Kirkus heal Kai with the drops of kindness. And Kai can attack. Mamba should never really need healing because he's getting 20 HP a turn. And he takes the least amount of damage from any, by far, on our party. Okay, Pawn just took 90 damage. That's no good. But his Boar Rune animation is pretty awesome. So let's not ever forget that. Okay. I do believe that Kirkus was fast enough to heal Pawn. So we're going to have Pawn heal Kirkus. Gremio attack, Kirkus used the Mega Medicine on Pawn, and then Kai attack. I believe Kirkus should get off his turn before, yes, for the boss. Perfect. The boss used the physical attack, it missed because of the Fog of Deception. And the boss is dead. That is a pretty easy boss in this game, so don't worry too much about that one. Everybody should get a level out of this. Yep. Everybody's level 26 except Valeria, who's level 27. And now that we're in here, this is the main room of the Dwarven Vault. But we don't want to go there first. That's the learning room place we want to go. I went the wrong way. We want to get this first. It has a defense rune piece, and we want to not give that up. We will throw away this useless medicine. And the defense rune piece, obviously, is useful for Mamba. Continues to be useful for Mamba. Yeah, one problem with Kai is he's not very good against bosses, because his damage is nothing special. He's just really good against random encounters. Now, let's go here. Just see what they have. There's nothing here. I didn't think so, but now we can use the escape talisman. We picked one up a little while ago, but we also had a couple on hand. We can use this to escape the dungeon instead of having to run all the way back through it. And so that's what we're going to do. And now we've gotten the running water route. So we should be okay here. And we should be able to enlist the help of the Dwarven Chief. And I did the same thing I always do, which is go up instead of to the left, because this is the weirdest laid out town in the history of JRPGs. Maybe not, but it's pretty darn weird. Okay. But it has amazing music, so it's all okay. Now, let's talk to this guy. Hi. I sure did. Not that it was very hard. Terrible weapon. We can use to boost bosses and other of our treasures. The Firewind Cannon. Okay. So he's going to build us a Firewind Cannon. Excellent. So now he's saying we should return to the Elven village. And the chief of the elves should believe us now. I don't know why he says this. What did we do that'll change the chief's mind? I don't... I mean, we enlisted the aid of the dwarves, but that's really all we did. In any event, I think I'm gonna head back to the village of the elves next time. So that's what you have to look forward to on the next episode of Let's Play Suikoden. I'll see you later.